You know what I love to see? I love to see us return to One Piece after a 3-week drought. Like Dubai, the waters are flooding on in. Oda himself mentioning how this break was good for his body, the maintenance has been successful, which is great. And then he immediately drops some marine slander after the break is over. This is just like, yes. I mean, this is such a positive note.
Nobody messes with.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Frankie one-shots a Vice Admiral into oblivion with a simple strong right.
God, I love you.
This filmsy knockoff Red King with all of these cheeks, foreskin. This man, this dude had some sauce in 1091. He took on those big CBs with that steam knuckle. Boom. Okay, Red King. All right, we see you. And then when Frankie sees you, no. They say even, not even a Frankie boxing. Just one strong right. And this man, and Frankie, no battle damage. No battle damage, nothing. Huh? Frankie living up to the 394 million berry bounty. Because this is Frankie without the Frankie Shogun.
Mudada.
Excuse me? Frankie without the Frankie Shogun. And Frankie has no hockey, zero hockey. Just took out a Vice Admiral in a single blow with a single strong right. Looking hella comfortable. And then Bonnie follows up with some child abuse. Technically not though, because she is 12 years old and the guy is actually much older. You see how Oda like blurs these lines or damn near obliterates them with all these crazy, wonky shenanigans, power-ups, all these different things? Like, really? Bonnie looks like she's 24 years old, hunting like an 8-year-old in the face, but the 8-year-old's a grown-ass man, crimson chin status, and Bonnie's 12! I don't know, you know, only Oda. But the fact of the matter is that I love seeing Frankie do what he did this chapter. Frankie, no battle damage. Just a good old fashioned, yeah. And that was it. That was, oh. Yo, Red King better get back up, transform some crazy Godzilla hybrid monster, filmsy, umiwaite. I need to see something from Red King because this is embarrassing. Oh. And if you want to see my full reaction to this moment, you have to go where? On the Cold Requiem channel for the full live stream, and of course on my twitch.tv channel for the full live reaction stream and the post-discussion content too. Vice Admirals are officially ass, outside of maybe 3 or 4 of them. So obviously, Garp. Cool, fair enough, Garp, we all know. Then there's Sudu. She has that sauce. Back in the day, made Doflamingo run away. Obviously, was a part of the 3v1 gank of herself, Fujitora, and Sengoku fighting against one Jack the Drought. It is what it is. Momonga. Okay, Momonga. He is the current commander of the Ulmarine 4. That probably means something, I guess, allegedly. I'm not too sure, whatever. And then Smoker. You can never, Virgo's dead, so it is what is there. But Smoker, on paper, is very serviceable. Oh, very, very. In fact, would it surprise me if Smoker, let's say, came back and was someone of the same ilk as the fabled Chiton and Momosaki? Did I say S-H-I-T-on? Whatever. Chiton, the one brown pig, the brown pig dude, and Momosaki Pink Bunny, the Admiral candidates. So Marine fanboys and fangirls, I respect y'all for your commitment to a failing organization. You guys are for sure the folks on the Titanic as the violins start to play. But right now, there is a legitimate question as to the power pecking order of the Marines and the world government, because we're seeing more and more of the 5 elders do what they do. And I'm not gonna lie to you, They look more and more impressive, potentially even compared to Emperors of the Sea. So now let's get the agenda out of the way. Now let's focus on the actual substance. This chapter has a lot of parts to it for damn sure. It has like 11 parts, I would say. So the chapter is everywhere across the entire island. But that does make sense because there's so many parties that are separate at this point in time. Focus on Venus Juro and how he's taking care of all the Mach 3 Pacifista. And then we get to see Marcus Mars. Marcus Mars, he's making an MVP move right here. The entire recording set area was blown away in a single, like seemingly blast breath sort of move. So I'm assuming it came from his mouth. 1. 2 is that he actually senses the unique Denden Mushi in Punk Records. Okay, he sensed the Denden Mushi. It felt very similar to, let's say, a Rayleigh play on Uskaina, when he sensed a lot of the creatures in like an instant and was able to find out which ones were more powerful than Luffy at that point in time. When he could actually sense all of the life forms on the whole island and knew how powerful they were compared to Luffy. So he's able to actually sense in Punk Records a Denden Mushi. That did surprise me. And it shows you how skilled he is with the observation. The World Government, they should fail. So I don't see this Denden Mushi being the particular source of the feed. We know they're gonna fail, and Marcus Mars is right there. Unless whatever is gurgling above him, like maybe it is Dragon in that tub, but if it's not Dragon in the tub, and it's probably, let's say, the brain, Vegapunk's brain, in some sort of container, or maybe let's say it's gonna be another Vegapunk. There are some theories about how there's another Vegapunk that exists somewhere on the island. And maybe this is another Vegapunk in, let's say, a sort of Frieza tube, or it could be another Vegapunk like main Stella body. The idea ultimately is that unless that thing can stop Marcus Mars here and now, this can't be enough. That Denden Mushi should not be the quintessential play. And I say that because I do want that theory of Monkey D. Stop looking east, my boy. Stop looking east and look forward and tackle this head on. The idea is that what we see at the beginning of the arc, when Shaka talks to Dragon, will come into play at the end of this arc in some way, like let's say really, really soon, where it was Dragon's idea, where Shaka and Dragon have the video feed route to Kamabaka in some crazy way. It is a crazy theory, for damn sure. Am I all for it? Absolutely, yes. I am absolutely for it. But what I'm not for right now in terms of the story is what Edison is doing. Edison just aims for the bushes.
You thinking what I'm thinking, partner? Aim for the bushes.
And the crazy part too is that based on the title, we're getting to see where the Gorosei start to align now in their circumstances, where you have Jupiter and Warcurry trying to deal with Luffy and the Giants. At the end of the chapter, menacingly, Ethan pulling up on Bonnie and Frankie and company. Saturn somehow got, I don't know how Saturn did this. I mean, maybe a magic circle thing. I think there's actually smoke where he's coming out from. So let's see, he actually plowed through the Labo Stratum barrier itself. But this man is now near the Sunny Go ship, and now Marcus Mars is in Punk Records itself. So the planets are aligning in a very crazy way, and cats are in trouble. So you could have Ethan take out Atlas. Somehow, some way, Saturn takes out Lilith. Oh, tragic. I mean, absolutely. My heart couldn't take it. Though York will be fine ultimately, because York, she's needed for her skills, particularly the Mother Flame stuff, because now we know that the Mother Flame power plant is located in the lab, Tower B, floor 1. So the lab can't be destroyed because it has too many important things that the Gorosei definitely want. Usopp, all posed up, take it on Saint Saturn. Usopp likes spiders. Back in the day in Little Garden, liked spiders a lot. And he knows how to fight against spiders, quote unquote. We see the good old fashioned Usopp spell. Will there be a spell he can use against the tarantula, Saturn, and then Usopp catches some W's up, some fat W's this arc. He actually thwarts Saturn with some tactics, with some funky stuff. Bro, Usopp, let's see. Show me the goodness. But I do want to see him do something. And if not, then obviously we have the option of incoming Zoro and Jinbei. So they can thwart Saint Saturn for a period of time. And inbound to Bonnie and Frankie's location is going to be Sanji. So Sanji could try and do something against, let's say, Venus Juro. And then also, Kuma is still in the area. Like, actually, he was being carried by a giant there. So Kuma could once again reactivate and then do some crazy gnarly, like hold me back or hold the door.
Hold the door!
He holds the door so the ship can leave, and then you obviously have Venus Juro getting salty as hell because he's trying to kill Bonnie because she is a massive threat to world government. The robot is still in the area. It's still about to do something. Now, will it be, let's say, as effective as Warcurry shutting down Luffy's Gear 3 Red Rock? This was very surprising. After Luffy makes Jupiter gawk by punting it into his mouth, the rubber properties still apply to the building, and then this man Jupiter's mouth and body turn into rubber. So the Nika Galib is still strong, and these sandworms can't handle the Nika Galib. However, boars are a bit different. I am boar. They're very strong. Let's see. I am bored. Okay, what the hell happened here? Because he tanked the attack. Mind you, it's not a Gear 5 attack, not even Gear 4 attack. But the Red Rock did get Kaido flummoxed back in the day. Is this Rio Hockey infused? I don't know. Stylistically, I don't know. I can assume it's there, but that's my assumption. In the anime, they tend to have sort of like flower hockey effects. Unless they're doing Wild Country, we saw that a lot. There's no real manga effect for it. My thought process here is that Luffy was an old man form. He ate this sort of hakar, this salted, fermented shark. He got some energy back and did a Red Rock. Is it, let's say, a Red Rock? Based on these facts, is it a Red Rock of the same caliber that he used against Kaido? I'm not too sure. I would assume so, since they're both Red Rocks, but at the same time, we know that not all Gum Gum pistols are the same strength. I would say just to be sure, why not? And then Warcurry, potentially, in this boar form, his hide is tougher than maybe even Kaido's scales. That is a crazy proposition, but possible. It is possible. Because let's say, for example, Bartolomeo's barrier, in theory, is tougher than Kaido's scales and Warcurry's skin. Because the barrier is supposed to be indestructible on paper, allegedly. The fact of the matter is that at this point in time, most of the Gorosei, outside of, let's say, Saturn with that Omega Beam, they haven't hit Luffy with actual solid attacks at all. Kaido, on the other hand, while levitating a whole island, was able to match and time Gear 5 Luffy. And the fact that Kaido was losing control of the flame clouds as the raid progressed on, and he was getting more and more fatigued, indicates that he has to exert a degree of stamina, strength, ability, whatever you want to call it, to lift the entire island. And then also, in the last chapter, the Giants, Dory and Brogy, they combo on Warcurry. They send him packing. They do a shield combo, boom, he goes, Wah! I'm not against the idea of Warcurry having tougher defense than Kaido in terms of, let's say, the scales versus his hide, Warcurry's hide. But of course, that's as far as I'll go. We have to see so much more, like astronomically more, to say that these guys are of the same caliber as Kaido. The Yonko, Luffy included, have just done like the nuttiest thing. So the elders are impressive, I'm not gonna lie to you. And even though when it comes to the Admiral and Gorosei face-off, I lean towards the Admiral. Gorosei are inching, if not like right there. Maybe ahead, but I need to see more for that. That's why as of late, I have been saying that the elders do look more impressive than most first division commanders, like let's say Marco or King of the Wildfire. The chapter for the agenda, there are things that are somewhat important, but no matter how you slice it, it just seems to be a net negative for Marine fangirls and fanboys. And overall, I'd say the chapter is a good chapter because the chapter gives more insight into certain characters of the Gorosei, what they can do in terms of their abilities. You have the suck of Jupiter. You have the thick hide armor of Tama and Warcurry. You have the sort of blast breath from Marcus Mars. So we are seeing more of their skills. But Frankie, Frankie taking on a Vice Admiral, that said a lot. That's with one attack in base form, no battle. He negged him. Again, he better get up, bro, because that said a lot. Oh yeah, Yonko Cruz. That said a lot, bro. Hey yo, Doberman. Hey yo, Dalmatian. Watch your six, bro. You may get a radical beam. Chapter, I thought it was a good chapter. 7 out of 10. And that's it. So I'm gonna see you guys on the flip side. If you enjoy my content, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and click on that bell to join the notification squad. Once again, I'm gonna catch you guys on the flip side.
See you.
バイバイ。